Hey everybody, this is Brian from the Charles Chacon Real Estate team. Just wanted to give you guys a quick Corona market update for November. At month end, there were 465 active single-family homes, and that's down 9% from the end of October. You can see that homes sold stayed pretty much the same. It's up about 3% from last month. The sales price to list price ratio means that if a seller lists for, let's say, 100,000, chances are it will end up selling for less than that, for 98.6% of that, or 98,600. This 2 months of unsold inventory means that with the amount of inventory we have at the end of November and at the current rate of sales, it would take about 2 months to sell out of inventory. That's a healthy number. We don't typically worry about that number until it stays above 6 months for a while. Another thing to note here is the annualized turnover, 3.4%. This is assuming that at the rate of sales that we had in November, if that continued for 12 months, we would turn over or sell 3.4% of our single-family homes in Corona. And that's a little bit low. Most areas in Corona are expected to turn over around 4% to 6% of homes in a year. It has been slow heading into the holidays, so hopefully we'll see a little bit of that pickup at the beginning of next year. Median time on market is up about 10% from last month. That continues to tick up. So if you're thinking about selling your home, you can expect for it to sit for around 50 days, but that's just the median. It could go quicker than that. It could go a little bit longer than that. So let's just take a look here, drill down into South Corona. And here's just a little map of the boundaries that we draw for this data. It's about 14,000 properties. And South Corona, it's interesting. Last month, South Corona outperformed the rest of Corona and was kind of pulling up the Corona's averages. This month, it's the opposite. We're a little bit slower in South Corona. You can see that home sales is taking a dip. There are less properties active at the end of this month than there were last month, down 15%. South Corona is sitting on the market a little bit longer than the rest of Corona, so 60 days median time on market. But yeah, the more we drill down, the more stuff fluctuates. So it's important just to remember and look at the trend. Here are the neighborhoods in South Corona and how they break down. I won't get into too much detail, but you can take a look for yourselves and see how the annualized turnover compares between the different areas. You can see Orchard Glen was a little bit slow this month. And just so that you can maybe pause the video if you'd like, you can see where we drew the boundaries for this data. So if you live in one of these areas, you can go back and see. And I'd be happy to provide you with more data if you'd like to drill down into your neighborhood or your specific property. We have that information for you. So this is just part of our attempt to always understand the market and give you the information that you need to make the best decision for you. So if you're thinking about selling, thinking about buying, feel free to reach out. We'd be happy to answer any questions for you. And we look forward to hearing from you soon. Thank you.